Why? What's wrong with pumpkin pie?
because we opt for sweet potato pie. See, that's how I know you ain't black. I'm talking about
What's that?
pumpkin pie. What you mean?
Pumpkin pie is good with the whipped cream on top.
Nah, sweet potato pie is good with the whipped cream on top.
And then you know what? Honestly, like my day has been pretty
See,
much the
Messi
same.
said it too. We don't eat pumpkin pie, ma'am.
My day is pretty much the same though, because I same amount of content. Live stream this morning, live stream this
Mika, look at
afternoon.
the chat.
I was gonna let
Hmm.
y'all rock out, and y'all was like, nope, let's go ahead and rock it. Let's knock it out. Let's do it.
Fuck niggas doing at 9 o'clock at night. Besides
We don't miss.
laying in a coma,
Yeah, no,
You know
it
how
ain't nothing
people
to
are.
do.
It ain't
letting
that
that
people
shit
be doing
No,
nothing.
hold on.
marinate,
Wait,
nigga.
wait, wait,
Thinking
wait,
about
Nothing
wait,
going
to
to get
do.
a
wait.
fourth plate.
No. Wait. What did you just say, Anton? You know how people are?
No, you know how people are. Like the idea of the holiday is enough for them to be like, you know what, I'm gonna do something different. It ain't that they that much more busy than they already are. It's just that the idea of a holiday is the thing that incentivize people to just like, oh man, I just need a break. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
We don't miss.
Nah, we don't.
Not at all.
We really don't. But Mika brought up something that was interesting prior to us going live, and she was talking about people abandoning their family over the holidays this year for different reasons. I'm assuming that one being because of the election.
Man,
That was so Anton, that was the biggest reason. So when I looked up all the stuff for the video I did, it literally had TikTok in a frenzy. They were just like, I'm not talking to anybody. I'm not talking to my family. I'm going to Europe for Thanksgiving.
Cap.
Some of them, I mean, it was just, and they were serious.
No, they're not serious. They
No, they
sitting at
were. It
home
was people
and not
everywhere. It
talking to
was
nobody while they at home.
no, and then it was like people who are online, right? As far as well, not online, who are on TV, like Jesse Waters. He talked about how he's not going home to see his mother because his mother don't like that he voted for Trump.
Really?
So, I mean, it was broadcasters, of course. Joyless Reed, she always joyless, so she, don't want to talk to certain people. It's a lot of people that just didn't want to be around family that voted the other way.
I went over um so we did our, Thanksgiving or whatever. Everything was cool. It's the same. Family is
Hmm.
family over here. And I don't know what everybody else got going on, but I don't usually run into those same type of situations. I joke about it online and stuff, but I don't run into those same type of situations or whatever. And honestly, the election really didn't come up. It probably came up maybe for 2 minutes, and then we started talking about some other stuff. It just wasn't a thing, and it
shit, I
wasn't
wasn't
like
there
people was
for that shit.
purposely
So
avoiding it. It just wasn't a thing.
I want to talk about that shit. I know that shit gonna go left with my family, but you
It
know,
wasn't a thing. It just wasn't a big deal. It wasn't even something that people cared. Like it wasn't gonna stop people from coming to get no food.
that's a fact.
So I'm trying to figure out where
It's
all
not
of this
happening.
crashing out is happening at.
Yeah, now that's the part.
They're going
Not
nuts.
one,
They're going
not
nuts,
one to,
especially the
not one to
liberals.
discuss it. Not one to discuss. My fault. What you say, Mika?
No. I was just responding. Go ahead.
Not one to discuss it while you're actually at dinner is a totally different animal. Well, avoiding dinner completely is a totally different animal than not wanting to discuss it at dinner. That's crazy to me. To not go, just be like, why are you letting this election control your life? Like that's the least thing it should do.
On one hand, I kind of get it because it's just like, okay, so you don't want to be around people that ain't necessarily going in the direction that you're going in. On the other hand, what I've realized is that we're all different people and we different in a lot of different ways, right? Like we may not necessarily all live our lives the same way, or we all may be in different socioeconomic statuses. That doesn't necessarily mean that we can't laugh for a few hours and look at the football game. You know what I'm saying? Like that don't change nothing. So I don't know. I guess my family is a little bit different in that it just don't mean that much. Like we've been seen and been through way more than an election is gonna break us up. Like nobody cares. Nobody cares that deep for it to mean something and us not to be able to break bread. Cause you breaking bread for a second. They spent the majority of their time playing with the Cybertruck and playing with the full self driving capability. You know what I'm saying? Because that was the first time that I activated it. Like it just wasn't a thing. Honestly, it just really wasn't a thing. So I guess it's a thing in other places. It's not really a thing with us.
Well, it's a thing to Trump deranged people. Okay, you got to be like really deranged, and also too, it's mostly women.
I don't think it's right just because they voted for Kamala just for you to like denigrate who they are. Like some people just don't know.
No, they're Trump deranged.
What does that mean to be Trump deranged, Mika?
Meaning, meaning everything is about Trump. Every everything that happens, Trump did it. It's wrong, and it's Trump 24/7. Everything adds back up to Donald Trump.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can be
I
talking
guess
about something totally different. Well, if Trump gets in, we're not going to have tennis shoes. You're like, we wouldn't even talk about Trump.
yeah. Nobody asked me about that, and it's funny because my family is one of the very few places that I can, and y'all is one of the very few people and places that I can probably kick it with that don't look at me like Anton from antondaniels.com. They just look at me as Anton. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
So, we all just be regular. My nephews is the same. One of my nephews brought over a new chick. You know,
She was white.
she was Asian.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I know you said you. I know you be on them about bringing the
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
white
These
girls.
you these new youngers ain't dating no black girl. That's for
Oh
damn sure.
man, talk about it, dog. My one nephew, I got three main nephews. My one nephew got a white girl.
Fucking Becky, nigga, Becky,
Yeah, I mean
just
white.
Skowski.
And then my other nephew got, and I'm cool with it because you know what I'm saying. I just honestly, I think that people should rock out with who they want to rock out with, and mostly I think it's mainly because they grew up in an area that's much different than an area than I grew up in. I grew up in the inner city. They grew up in a melting pot. You know what I'm saying? In an area where it was basically all people. And so my one nephew is, he got him a white chick. Another nephew got him a Asian chick, and my other nephew is he be simping out for a super duper 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 light skinned chick. So she mixed. Okay, so she black and white. So you know
Hey,
they different from us. They way different from us, and I don't care. I'm cool with it.
Mm.
I'm definitely cool with it. It don't bother me none.
I just tell them to be careful, strap up if that's what they want to jump into. I would advise for them to exercise some D discipline. You're talking to young dudes that's 23, 21, and you know what I'm saying. Like they
Yeah, they
they
young.
yeah they all just
Yeah.
graduated college, so they trying to figure it out. But I just tell them like, hey, don't fall in love with them. Um, yeah, I mean straight
Why
up,
are
I
you
tell them
telling
don't
me
fall in love with
that?
them because spend more time focused on being able to separate the difference between the women that you actually should be around that actually got your best interest at heart and the women that's just around because they trying to get pregnant by you. You know what I'm saying? So don't fall in love. Be clear eyed so that you can make smart decisions and exercise discipline. And but if I don't really care what nationality or that don't mean nothing to me. I don't trip off of that.